previously on The Ultimate Fighter. Nate got blindsided in the octagon during practice.
I think he just framed it.
The two teams were treated to a night out on the Vegas Strip. The party continued back at the house, and things got out of hand.
You fatherless bastard!
Bobby and Josh teamed up to pull a prank on Chris.
He started spraying a hose on me.
Chris lost it and tore through the house for revenge. Rules were broken, and Dana was forced to take action.
I've had it up to here.
Chris and Josh were told they could settle their feud in the octagon. It's an all-out war in the quest to become the Ultimate Fighter.
We called all the fighters back to the gym to let them know what our decision was on the Josh, Bobby, and Chris incident that had happened last night at the house. After last night's episode, there's going to be some new rules now. Alcohol is all taken out of the house. There'll be no more alcohol. Last night, for the incident that occurred, these guys are going to pay for the damages to the house out of the money that they receive here. If there's ever a case that any of you get into a fist fight in the house, it's over. You're both off the show. That will not be tolerated. The way this is going to be handled now is there's not going to be a middleweight challenge. It's already been established that Josh Koscheck is going to fight Chris Lieben now. They'll weigh in on Tuesday and they'll fight on Wednesday.
You guys were all brought here to be ambassadors for this sport, to send a message to this entire country about who we are, what we stand for, the kind of people that come into this sport and fight in that cage. You should be able to walk away from this, whether you win or lose, and hold your head up high and say, yeah, I did my part. I showed them what MMA was all about. Now, so far, you guys are letting me down, and everybody else down that's worked this far to get this sport where it is. It takes a lot more than just fighting in that cage to be a champion. You got to do what it takes outside of the cage. Represent this sport with honor.
Have a good night, guys.
I just think that the decision that was handed down was completely BS. And now Josh and I have to help Chris pay for the damage that he did, which I think is completely wrong.
Good night, boys.
Night, sir. We'll go hatch out some more ways to make your life more difficult, and we'll see you tomorrow.
That's cool. Josh and Chris are gonna fight in like 3 days, which is good, because they probably should have fought last night.
I have no choice whether I want to or not. I'm fighting Chris Lieben, which I think is bullshit. I know Randy said, well, I don't think it's fair. He should get the chance to fight. Whatever. If he wants to fight me, that's fine. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen on Wednesday, and I know he's nervous about it.
Josh Koscheck's just a stepping stone.
I think it's a great idea, because I don't think that these guys can survive in the same house together without fighting or, you know, something going on.
Listen, gentlemen, it's about how you carry yourself outside of the cage.
I respect Randy and stuff, but it's like, you know, the guy who's f***ing around the most, it's on his team. He's talking about acting like a champion. Does Chris Lieben act like a champion outside? He's like a punk-ass motherfucker. That's what he acts like.
Yeah. Chris has been an from day one. And he's broken the rules 100 times. And the only reason why he's still in the show is because Captain America, Randy Couture. You gotta represent, you gotta be ambassadors. I almost walked out. I was like that close from just like, I heard this speech already. Randy wants to speak like, oh, we gotta be ambassadors of our sport. Okay, being an ambassador would be getting rid of Chris's ass because he's broken so many freaking rules and he's done so many stupid things.
You should have like our whole 7 guys is pointing at him.
Some of the guys on the other team are saying, you know, they're playing favorites or whatever by keeping me on. Those guys need to realize this isn't the most outstanding citizen show. This isn't the #1 nice guy show. This was the Ultimate Fighter.
Chris lost a big chunk of skin on his knuckle on his left hand. He's a southpaw, so that's his power hand. So we're definitely concerned about that.
Oh, that's not good, dude.
Luckily, my hand injury isn't bad enough to where I can't fight. Hurts like hell. It's pretty bad. The only thing I can think to make it feel better is using it to punch Josh's skull in.
Holy
Piece of man. White trash is what he is.
Yeah, he is.
Huge.
Yeah, he is.
Like, if you know what, he's the type of person that I would never ever be seen in public with. I don't care if I hurt him. I don't care if I knock him out. I just want to win the fight. Win the fight, send him home, and prove not only to, you know, Dana White and the UFC, but the world that, you know, I'm for real and I'm here to fight. He's so rad to break his jaw. Can you imagine that?
I want to hurt him bad.
Watch his teeth all just fold in and all just be hanging down. I'll laugh.
Am I crazy? Am I evil because of that? I don't think so. I think he needs to be taught a lesson.
I know it's just being an ambassador for the sport or whatever, but...
Well, that's also part of the sport. You know, what comes around goes around. You do something stupid like that, you're gonna get hurt. You disrespect somebody like that, you have to pay a penalty.
Some of the best fights in the UFC have been between guys who don't like each other.
The friendship is over.
Tito Ortiz, Chuck Liddell.
Combinations, uppercuts, Joe Liddell, he's been hit down, Chuck Liddell wins it. Tito's out. Has knocked down Tito Ortiz. Unbelievable.
Phil Baroni and Matt Lindland. Ken Shamrock, Tito Ortiz.
Ortiz continues to tee up. Big slam by Tito. That is why this is the greatest sport on the planet.
Chris Lieben, Josh Koscheck has all the makings of one of those fights. These guys haven't liked each other since day one, and there's a lot of energy and anticipation for this fight.
Hey, Chris. Mentally, I'm ready for this fight. I'm like a soldier going to battle. I can't worry about them shooting at me. I got to worry about me shooting at them.
He's only got one prayer, and that prayer is to hit you as he's coming in and try and take you down. That's his game plan. Everybody knows it.
Josh is an all-American wrestler, you know, so he's got a great ground game. He'd probably want to shoot and take me down and lay on top of me, make for a real boring fight. What I'm going to try to do is try to stand up with him, stay away from his shot, knock him out on my feet, and if it goes to the ground, I'm looking to stand up, or I'm looking to get a submission from bottom.
My best case scenario out of this fight is to see Chris knock Josh Koscheck out. I think he has that potential. He hits like a Mack truck.
Come here.
Yeah.
Bring this right here. Like Toro, bitch. You know, he's coming.
If Josh wins the fight, it's going to be because he laid on me and squeaked out a victory. If I win the fight, it's because I knocked his jaw clear over to the practice mat, and the paramedics are in the cage scraping him up off the canvas.
I'm preparing Josh like I'd prepare anybody for a fight. He's getting ready, and he'll be ready for leaving. I was preparing him for leaving the whole time because they've been talking about fighting. He said he wants to fight him, so that's what we're working on.
Diego and Kinful have been excellent in helping me prepare for this.
Come on, Kosh, work. Rotate, Kenny.
They've been coming at me from a southpaw stance because they're southpaw, and it gives me the same look that I'm going to see on Wednesday with Chris's southpaw.
Taking a beat, finish. Do something.
My whole goal is to stay away from his big left hand and basically try to get a combination off and get to the ground and get a takedown and then pass his guard and pound him out.
Working, let's go, let's work. Koscheck, work. Come on, take it right now, right here, Koscheck.
Kenny, come on.
Go after him, get after him, Kenny. Get after him, Kenny. Finish, Koscheck, finish. Time. Everybody, time. Relax. Okay, Koscheck, come out. Breathe. Get up. Walk around. Koscheck, get up and walk around. Let him walk around like you just won that fight. Come on, walk around like you just won that fight. Let's go. Come on, you got this.
Chris Levin has been doing this for a long time. His record is 18-1, something like that. He has a great record. And I've only been doing this for about a year and a half. So he's definitely got an advantage in getting into the cage and definitely fighting. But I'm going to prepare like this is a wrestling match. I'm going to go in there and do what I do, and hopefully I come out on top.
Where at? To your forehead?
No, right here somewhere.
No, I'll forehead it.
No, not forehead. That's not good enough. Someone here.
Don't, guys.
Pop, here.
No.
Ooh, that was decent.
Don't.
There's been a little tension there, a little drama, a little build-up in the house. That's not really that important. The important is that the monotony in this house full of 16 guys has become unbearable. Boredom's reached an all-new high.
He's going nuts. Can't wait to fight.
Forrest is really ready to kill someone in the ring. Not literally, but he's really ready to fight.
Crazy monkey.
Yeah, crazy monkey.
Eat it with the skin.
One thing you have to understand is these guys have been training together for weeks now. 24/7 living together. They don't get to watch TV. They don't get to read magazines, newspapers, anything. They don't get to listen to music. They're starting to go nuts.
Outside of the 4 hours a day that we train and the 4 hours a day that I eat because there's nothing else to do, so there's like 8 hours in my day that are just vapid, just empty, filled with nonsense.
My weight will not be an issue. I may be close, maybe a pound. So I'm going to go get in the sauna for a little while just to maintain and get it down to 185 and 186, somewhere in that range, and go to the weigh-in.
I can't do it.
I've prepared myself mentally, I've prepared myself physically, I've done all the training, so I'm just looking forward to this fight. I think it's going to be a good fight, and, you know, may the best man win.
Ready, sucker? Yeah. Today I'm getting ready to cut weight. I gotta make weight by 4 o'clock.
Season 194. 8 pounds, what did I tell you?
Oh, this won't be as exciting as when Bobby's here cutting weight because I'm not a big like him. I get in, get the job done, and get out. I don't lollygag around and cry for my mommy.
I'm done worrying about what job